This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kent. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 on this Friday afternoon. The wintry weather is on its way as winter storm watches have been issued ahead of tomorrow's snow threat. Let's check in now with meteorologist Chris Reese with a look at your first warn forecast. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Mark. Those winter storm watches came out overnight. They're from 3 o'clock Saturday and then until noon on Sunday. Right now, all the areas shaded in that blue shading. That means that's where the confidence is greatest and seeing at least 6 inches of snow, if not more. If you're not in the winter storm watch, you're still expecting snow and you're still expecting enough snow to plow and shovel by the time all is said and done. The storm system came ashore in California today. That means all the model data that we get the rest of this afternoon and tonight is critical to fine-tuning the exact track of that low and where the heaviest axis of snow begins to set up. So far this noon, a lot of the model data that's come in has been fairly consistent. That's what we like to see as the storm starts to work its way towards the Great Lakes. Right now, things are quiet over the upper Midwest. We're going to keep it that way for at least about the next 24 hours. Then things really begin to change as the storm system is set to develop right on top of us. But we've had more cloud cover out there today. Temperatures are right around 21 degrees. As we begin to look forward throughout the rest of the afternoon, temperatures don't begin to warm up all that much. 27 in Janesville right now, 19 in the Dells, 23 in Mineral Point. We're going to look for these temperatures to pretty much stay steady where they are. 21 right now, 23 by 2 o'clock. We'll see that high right around 25 today. Mark, we're watching that storm. I'm looking at more data pouring in right now on my other computer screen here, and I'll be sharing that coming up in Maine weather.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Chris. And you can stay up to date with the snow that is coming on our First Alert weather app. It features hourly forecasts, the latest radar and road conditions. You can download it for free on your phone's app store. Just search for WISC weather. It's been 1 year since a mother and her 2 children were targeted in a shooting in the middle of a Madison street. And now Madison police are releasing new video. 1 year ago today, a mother and her 2 young children were driving on Doll Street on the city's north side when a man got out of a car that had been following them from their apartment at Kennedy Heights and shot multiple rounds into their car. The woman and one of the children were hurt but did survive. Police believe the shooting was targeted, but it may have been yet to find a suspect. If anyone has information that would lead to identifying the people involved, you're asked to call the Madison Police Department. Experts now believe new variations of the coronavirus may cause thousands of more deaths in the U.S. The Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation at the University of Washington released its forecast Thursday. Its influential model predicts 85,000 more people could die by May 1st due to new COVID variants emerging around the country. Those mutations were first discovered in Britain and South Africa. With the new COVID-19 variants from the UK and South Africa making its way across the country, many medical experts are asking people to wear 2 masks. Doctors say it's not necessarily about wearing 2 masks, it's about having multiple layers in the mask that make it more effective.
So a single layer of cotton, like a bandana or a fleece neck gaiter, there have been some studies that show that the particles pass right through those. So one simple rule is that if someone is wearing a mask that's not a medical grade mask, it needs to have multiple layers. And wearing 2 masks might be one way to make sure that there are multiple layers.
Johnson & Johnson says its vaccine appears to protect against COVID-19 with just 1 shot. It's not as strong as some 2-shot rivals, but still potentially helpful for a world in dire need of more doses. Results released Friday show the single-shot vaccine was 66% effective overall at preventing moderate to severe illness and much more protection against the most serious symptoms. The vaccine worked better in the U.S. compared to South Africa, where it was up against a tougher mutated virus. The company says it will file an application for emergency use very soon in the U.S. and then abroad. The U.S. federal government has already contracted to buy 100 million doses. Regulators have authorized AstraZeneca's coronavirus vaccine for use in adults throughout the European Union. Amid criticism, the bloc is not moving fast enough to vaccinate its population. The European Medicines Agency licensed the vaccine Friday to be used in people 18 and over, though concerns had been raised this week that not enough data exists to prove it works in older people. The United States has not approved AstraZeneca vaccine, but UW Health Dr. William Hartman says they're gathering the data and expects there will be an emergency order for the vaccine in April. Yesterday, Wisconsin recorded more than 1,800 new COVID cases, along with 24 new COVID deaths, but we're dramatically increasing the number of people getting vaccinated. On Wednesday, almost 38,000 people received their vaccination. The new head of the CDC says vaccines should be available to everyone in the U.S. by the end of the summer. Plus, some Democrats say they want to move ahead with the Biden administration's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package, even without Republican support. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
President Biden and Vice President Harris meet today with newly confirmed Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen as the administration continues to push for a $1.9 trillion COVID relief package.
Moody's, a Wall Street firm, has said that we could end up with 4 million fewer jobs this year if we don't act on the president's plan.
Democratic leaders say they want to start moving forward on legislation as early as next week, even if that means without Republican support.
The American people overwhelmingly want their elected leaders to work with the president to confront the pandemic.
Meanwhile, the head of the CDC says there should be enough vaccine by the end of summer to vaccinate everyone over 16.
We have been told that by the end of March and largely towards the end of that quarter, we will have 200 million doses for the people of the United States. We've been told by the end of the summer, we will have an additional 400 million for a total of 600 million doses.
As of this week, FEMA says it has federally supported vaccination sites in operation in Arizona, Nevada, Texas, and Washington. The agency has asked the Pentagon for help in running up to 100 sites nationwide. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And new in UW system students who are helping distribute vaccines will be eligible for a tuition credit. Today, UW system President Tommy Thompson says that UW system nursing and pharmacy students will receive a $500 tuition credit for working at vaccination sites. In order to meet that credit, students must be enrolled in a nursing or pharmacy program and any UW system school during the spring of 2021 spring semester. They must work a minimum of 16 hours or 2 days as a vaccinator from January 1st through March 31st and must have a current professional or nursing license. University of Wisconsin-Madison police chief has banned officers from using thin blue line imagery while on duty. The move by Chief Christian Roman follows criticism on social media of a thin blue line flag displayed at the police department's office. The flag, which resembles a U.S. flag but has a blue stripe, is considered a sign of police solidarity, but has also been criticized as a symbol of white supremacy. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Another vaccine trial delivers promising results, and there's something fishy about a certain fast food sub. I'm Diane King Hall at the CBS Broadcast Center. Of those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Hurry in for the biggest mattress offers of the year at Ashley Home Store's Mattress Marathon Sale. Get the guaranteed best offer in all of Wisconsin on Tempur-Pedic and Beautyrest mattresses. Plus, save up to 65% off doorbusters like these. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Find your style with Patriot Lighting from Menards. We carry a great selection of indoor lighting products in stock. This Leaf Island light features a satin nickel frame with graphite accents. Its stylish design will add a modern touch to any kitchen. Just $149.99. The Brooklyn Island Light comes with vintage-style bulbs and has an industrial feel. Right now, it's only $189.99. Find your style and save today on Patriot Lighting during Menards Home Improvement Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2021. Get ready to nominate your favorites online for Best of Madison in over 140 categories. Nominations open February 1st. Learn more at madisonmagazine.com.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
At U.S. Cellular, we're building a powerful 5G network that works without interruption in the places you wouldn't expect. And with every plan at U.S. Cellular, you get access to 5G at no additional charge. So no matter where you are, U.S. Cellular's network always keeps you connected in the places you need it most. At U.S. Cellular, all of our plans include 5G and get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
It has been a wild week on Wall Street. A frenzy of new buyers have shaken the market to its core. Saturday morning, how Congress plans to get involved. An update on the snow as well. Join us Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
During the Friends and Family Sale at Ashley Home Store, save at least 30% and up to 54% off furniture doorbusters like these. Plus, take a bonus 15% off our sale prices at checkout and interest-free financing for 18 months. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Another shot of hope. Johnson & Johnson says that its coronavirus vaccine is 85% effective at protecting against the most severe COVID-19 symptoms and 66% protective against moderate to severe illness. Health officials have been anticipating J&J's vaccine because it only requires 1 shot versus 2. Meanwhile, Novavax said that its vaccine was 89% effective in a UK study. Consumers slowed spending in December. According to the Commerce Department, spending fell 0.2% as households cut back for the second month in a row amid worries about the economy. Meanwhile, the Americans who are working, incomes rose 0.6%. Another round of bonuses is being handed out to Lowe's employees. The retailer says it will dole out $80 million to frontline retail workers who have worked through the pandemic. This marks the 7th round of bonuses for hourly workers at Lowe's. And a new lawsuit claims there's no tuna in Subway's tuna sandwiches. 2 California residents said they were tricked into buying something that lacked the ingredients they thought they were getting. In the complaint, they say the tuna is a, quote, mixture of various concoctions that have been blended together to imitate tuna's appearance. Subway has not commented. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. At the noon hour, the Dow Industrials down 576 points. The NASDAQ off 274. The S&P 500 down 72. Robinhood, as the story goes, stole from the rich and gave to the poor. But many today are claiming that popular stock trading app named Robinhood appears to be doing something close to the opposite. It all started when big players like hedge funds began shortening stocks like struggling video game store GameStop, essentially betting the price would drop. If it did, they'd make money. Small investors took to a Reddit forum to encourage individuals to buy, driving up the stock price dramatically and creating massive losses for those big-time Wall Street investors. After about a week of individual investors pushing up prices, some online brokers yesterday placed curbs on trading, most notably Robinhood. Its CEO says it restricted trading on about 13 stocks, including GameStop.
We absolutely did not do this at the direction of any market maker or hedge fund or anyone we route to or other market participants.
The leaders of the House and Senate committees responsible for financial industry oversight plan to hold hearings looking into Robinhood's decision and the circumstances that led to market changes. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, it's a calm Friday, but we have an alert day in the forecast as snow's on the way. Meteorologist Chris Reese will tell us when it's expected to hit our area ahead at noon.
Have a nice day.
I'm going to. And you've dealt with that, right?
Save big during Steinhaffel's scratch-off sale. Take 35% off store-wide, plus scratch off and save up to an extra 7%. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses for every style and budget. Right now, make your new room even more affordable with Steinhaffel's 60-month special financing. So shop Steinhaffel's scratch-off sale, where you can save big and get the new furniture you want. Only at Steinhaffel's and Steinhaffels.com.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to
go ahead and smile.
Like I said, this is a dipstick.
Dipstick.
Waking up to stuff like this should never be a surprise. Download the Channel 3000 First Warn app and be ready for whatever Mother Nature throws our way. Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee on this Friday. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. Just got a note from my friends with Wisconsin FFA alumni. It looks like the adults are going to try to get together for a little bit of a hybrid state convention coming up in the month of February up in the Green Bay area. They're launching their online auction as part of their fundraisers. You know, that's part of the mechanism, Mark, that a lot of folks are not talking about. These conventions many times are also kind of the single fundraiser for a lot of associations. I know that our Wisconsin Cheesemakers, they normally host a big April event over in Milwaukee. That's an international show. This is going to be basically the second year in a row that they've had to change up their format for that. And that, again, is, as I said, a major fundraiser for those associations. Hey, I want you to notice that we've made some adjustments as far as the markets that you'll see here on News 3 for the noon show. Took off a couple categories. I've been working a lot lately with a lot of our market reporters, especially with the Equity Livestock Sales Association. They're headquartered in Baraboo. Quite frankly, we just don't have enough numbers as far as hogs and lambs to give you reliable information, and that's gotten to be a real challenge in light of the pandemic. So at least on the interim, we are going to be quoting those areas that you just saw, the cows, the calves, the Holstein steers, the beef steers, areas like that where we're getting some reliable data. I'm sure that when we get closer to spring, we'll hopefully be able to give those lamb and hog producers a little bit of a update as well. But for right now, it's just a little too erratic for us to be able to constantly keep posting those. Dairy markets today in Chicago, not much to report here. Barrel cheese remains unchanged at $1.39. 40-pound block cheese unchanged at $1.57.5. But doggone it, there it goes again. AA butter down 2.25 cents to finish the Friday at $1.24.5 per pound. So there you go. Some slight adjustments to the numbers that we've got out there. But like I said, if the animals are not consistently being able to come to the market, then no reason to put those numbers up there, you know?
Numbers aren't valid. So, all right, we'll have a great weekend.
I'm getting ready for that snow. We'll see.
I know, we'll see. All right, Pam, thank you. Speaking of snow, let's check in with Chris Reese to see when we can expect it around here.
All right, Saturday night into Sunday morning. That's the biggest answer right there. That's also the same time frame that we do have in our alert days in effect for. Late Saturday afternoon into Saturday night and then through Sunday morning are all periods that you want to be aware of what the weather is going to be, especially if you have any kind of plans to go on out. Right now, Doppler track remains quiet, so you have another afternoon to prepare before this next storm moves in. That's across the entire Badger State and really much of the northern half of the country. But our storm system in question, it is all the way in the Pacific, just coming ashore over California, and it really begins to develop right on top of us as we begin to move into tomorrow. This is 10:30 tomorrow night. You see snow breaking out from North Carolina all the way to the Dakotas. This is all one system, and we happen to be a part of the blow as that comes on through. Snowflakes likely linger into early Sunday before finally coming to an end by the time we get you into Sunday evening. But even still, we're going to have a lot of the lingering flurries. And I just showed you one model. Now I'm showing you another model. And what you're seeing is that we have consistency among the model data. That's consistency in timing. That's consistency in placement, as well as to where this storm is going to be and how long it's going to last. That being said, right now it looks like the heaviest snow totals are going to be right along the state line. Some models today have crept a little bit further north. Some models have crept a little bit further south. Others have maintained their pace. That being said, we're going to keep the forecast as is for now. The probability of seeing at least 2 inches of snow, it is high for everyone, and the probability of seeing at least 4 inches of snow is high from about Madison and then points south and southeastward towards the Chicago metro. So again, a shovelable snow for a lot of folks by the time all is said and done. 21 our temperature right now. We've seen those clouds increase throughout the day. We've also seen a little bit of a breeze that brings the wind chill to 13, but pay attention to the wind direction. It's out of the south and east. It's adding more moisture to our atmosphere. That's some of the moisture that gets to be tapped into as that storm begins to arrive tomorrow. 27 in Janesville right now, 25 in Mineral Point. Temperatures as we go through the rest of this afternoon will top out overall to the mid and upper 20s. We'll keep those clouds around, but if they weren't thick now, they will truly thicken up as we head into the overnight hours, and that southerly wind is going to work in our favor. But this is 6:30 tomorrow. You see the snow starting to move in from the south and west, and that moves in towards the north and east. This is going to be a period of some heavy snow at times that sticks around before breaking up as we start to move into your Sunday morning and afternoon. 3 to 6 inches is what we're expecting in Madison right now. 6 to 8 as you work your way over towards the lake shore due to lake effect snow, and then 6 to 8 closer towards the state line just because you're closer to some of the heaviest bands of that snow. So we're keeping the alert days around for Saturday and Sunday. That being said, once we get through this system, we're watching another one already on the heels. Wednesday night into Thursday and Friday. This one's more complicated. This time we get the freezing rain and the rain factor thrown in there. Where's the storm going to track? Is it farther towards the north and we warm up and get rain and thunderstorms? Does it stay to the south and we end up with more snow? We're going to be fine-tuning that forecast after this storm as we move into next week. Your weather folks are busy. That's
very active pattern, that's for sure. All right, Chris, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now and noon. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Whether you dunk them, squish them, or crush them, graham crackers are part of our lives. And just wait until you see what else we can do with them.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
Take that! And that! Ooh, take it all!
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
If you're like most people, you've probably dunked them in milk, sandwiched a toasted marshmallow and chocolate bar between them, or crushed them up to make a buttery pie crust. Of course, I'm talking about graham crackers. And today, I want to share one of our top-rated recipes that'll take them to a whole new level. We start by combining a package of instant vanilla pudding with some milk. Once it starts to thicken up, we fold in a container of whipped topping. At this point, it's pretty hard not to grab a fingerful right from the bowl. Now, we line the bottom of a 9x13 pan with some graham crackers and spoon half of the vanilla cream over them. More crackers go on top, followed by the rest of the cream and another layer of crackers. It's kind of like making lasagna. To finish it off, we'll spread the top with a can of chocolate frosting. Once it chills and the graham crackers sort of soften up, it's done. With each piece, you get the taste of a bakery-style eclair without all the work. To get your hands on this all-star favorite, all you have to do is go to our website and look for Chocolate Eclair Cake. I promise you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a layer after layer way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. The pandemic is sparking new interest in a type of exercise that is helping people lift their spirits. It's called laughter yoga. With COVID restrictions, instructors around the world are moving laughter online. And there's a real science to back up the benefits. Doctors in California track the effects of laughter on the brain and body. Research shows it lowers blood pressure and reduces the level of stress hormones. It also helps boost the immune system. So have a good laugh today. Help yourself out. The weather's nothing to laugh about.
Well, I don't know. I laugh just, there's always a mix between how people react when it comes to snow around here. So that's one thing that's kind of comical for me. But we are watching that chance to see accumulating snow once again, especially Saturday and into Sunday. We have winter storm watches out for parts of the area, and we do have alert days in our forecast. We're fine-tuning those totals as more model data comes in, and they will have updates at Live at 4.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Have a great afternoon.